Y'all, I had to run outside. I had to see this for myself. I had to get a glimpse of this. The sun's shining, the clouds have broke. It's a miracle, it's a miracle. I'm so happy. I've had like several people like text me and said the sun was out. I tried to go outside yesterday and work on some things outside, and I literally was covered in mud. I've been trying to work down here at the grapevine trellis. I'm wanting to make a pass through, and I'll show you what I've done. I've created some mud steps. Now, hopefully it'll turn into something nice at some point. But with all this mud, it's just really been kind of holding me back a little bit. I thought I'd make a pretty pass through into the cottage garden. So I've not got a clear plan of what I'm gonna do. I just felt like I had to come down here and just start doing something. I'm thinking of some type of stone or rock down here. Check it out. I just keep showing them to you guys because they're so pretty. I'm so proud of them. I hope they taste good, I really do. Let's look at my flowers. I mean, with all the rain, everything's just really flourishing. I've not had to water anything for sure. That's a marigold. I've got more zinnias. And I have one zinnia that's opened up, kind of up front near my driveway. But you can see the little buds in there. They're going to open soon. And I know they look kind of sparse right now, but zinnias do fill out. A lot of people ask, you know, on groups, they say, should I broadcast them or should I space them out? I find that it doesn't really matter either way. They're going to fill out. I like to keep my zinnias cut back because the more you cut them back, they come again. They call them cut and come again. And they'll spread out and they'll be really pretty back here. I've still got my plastic down. I haven't moved it up yet just because it's been so muddy, and it's working fine right now. I'm not having an issue with it. I may leave it down for a little while just to keep the weeds died off and then take it up in the fall. I haven't decided yet. But I've got some cucumbers right here, and they're looking good. I transplanted them. Oh, there's a bloom, look at that. So they were kind of puny looking for a few days, but now they've perked back up. The rain's really helped. Look at that. Is that not gorgeous? That's just amazing. One of my favorite flowers as of now at the moment. The color is brilliant. It's just beautiful. God really created a pretty flower with this one. My rose looks like it's starting to rebloom. I got a bee. My hydrangea's doing good. Looks much better this year, but I think it's because we've had so much rain and shade, so that's helping. I'm hoping that this grapevine will provide enough shade back here to really help this thing. Because last year it looked like it was scorched, but I also had just planted it last year, so that could have been part of the problem, I'm not sure. But I need to get down to the chicken coop because I haven't checked it in a few days just because of all the rain, and I'm sure there's plenty of eggs down there. Let's get an egg carton. I'll check out the chickens. Hey, chickens. Let's see if I got any eggs in here. 2. And these crazy girls have been laying in the corner right here. I gave them fresh pine shavings and they took that as a notion to lay right here. Well, that one's warm. Somebody just laid that one. I'm gonna give him a scoop of food because if I don't, Mr. T the rooster, he'll come get me. Look at that mushroom. I've been seeing a lot of mushrooms. My neighbor, he usually gets these things called fairy rings, and these mushrooms come up in like a circular pattern. There's like an old legend written about that too. But I've been meaning to go look to see if they were over there in his yard. First zinnia of the year. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I just noticed a daylily that I didn't see when I was out here earlier. My mom gave me these, and this color is just so stunning. I love it. I don't know the name of the color, but it's just a dark maroon red color. These may be like a peach color with a darker center. I know I have one like that. I'll just show these again because I love these cone flowers. They're so pretty. That looks like it's going to be a maroon color too. A pretty lavender. I'm going to try to remember to cut it back this year. I was new with lavender and didn't cut it back this year, and I read that that causes woody stems, and after they bloom is when you're supposed to prune it. So I'll have to remember that this year. All right, so I've had dinner and I'm trying to come out here and assess these steps and see if I want to make them all the way across to here or just kind of narrow them a little bit. But in the meantime, I've got a zinnia that looks like it's fixing to bloom and it's kind of in the way. I don't know if it's going to survive this, but I'm going to try to transplant it and put it right in that little spot over here. I'll dig deep enough to not disturb its root system. I'm really not sure this is going to work. And it looks like it's got something that's munched on it. I need to spray it. I have like a little insecticidal soap mixture that I make, and I do spray it on my flowers throughout the summer, and it does help. All right, I'm just going to dig this out on that one side to see if I like the way it looks. Now I'm tired and I'm feeling kind of dizzy. I'm not sure if my Meniere's is trying to act up, but I haven't had vertigo in a while, and I had a little spin just a minute ago. I thought, oh my goodness, I might have to have Joe come out here and walk me back inside. And I also had a little spin while I was eating supper, but it was just like a quick, fleeting few seconds. So I don't know what's going on. Hopefully nothing. I don't know which way I like better. I would have to dig that out all the way across and kind of right up there and just... It's hard to visualize without like stone on it or something. I'm getting a second opinion. What do you think? Opinions?
Brick.
But you're talking about putting them on the edges just to keep the
Yeah.
stone, the pea gravel in or whatever? Yeah, I'll have
You'll
to
need to
adjust
cut
it.
that back.
We got a plan. I just got to go to the store and get some bricks. All right, we put our minds together and I think we come up with a pretty good plan. So here's the plan. This is what I'm going to do, and I'm not going to use these bricks right here. These are just some old ones I had laying around, and the reason why I don't want to use them is because they got holes in them. I just don't really like that look. But I'm going to use either brick or some stone, and I'm going to go around, make a square, and then I'm going to put some pea gravel in the middle of it. And then I'm going to come down and do the same thing and make another square step. And then I think at the bottom, I'm just going to put some stones going across here, maybe some thicker ones, and I may put them up the sides as well. I think I'm just going to keep it like this. I also want to go to one of the local nurseries because I got some ideas for some plants up here at the greenhouse. I really think I've decided I want some sedum up here, some stone crop, and this is what I want. This is Autumn Joy. I love the foliage on it. Now, my sister-in-law is having trouble with hers. The birds are eating it, and we Googled it. And obviously they like the way it tastes. They get hydration. I guess there's water in the leaves. So they've been munching on hers, but I do keep like a bird feeder near mine. So hopefully to entice them to eat that and not these. I haven't had any trouble with mine. So I think these would be pretty mixed with some lavender up next to the greenhouse because these have really filled out since last year. So maybe every other one going across will be pretty. All right, guys. I think I'm headed in. It's been a pretty afternoon. I'm so thankful that God gave us some sunshine. I think we do have a little bit of rain on the way, but it'll be sunny again. I'll see you guys soon.
Out of all the storms raging at the sea, he gave me back my life. I owe him everything. Rejoice, rejoice, rejoice.